What you doing picking in them people's windows?
Or that somebody, in this case with Carson, is doing it the way he wants to do it instead of the way
no
he's
matter
being
what
coached
he says
to do it. Right.
I think you brought up a good point, because when you talk about some of the best players, and there is a slight difference, that same attitude, I'm going to do it my way, I'm the man, and I'm going to bully you with my presence. I may not have to say anything to you, but me being there, talking to you, this is the way it's going to go down. I'm bullying in that one. I think that may be what people are saying. The biggest difference is that Carson was not as successful as the next guy. The second guy, that's the biggest difference. You can be that bully, you can be all that, and if you're putting up those numbers, Jordan-like numbers or Brady type of numbers, you can do that.
Which he was last year.
Well, he has not won this playoff game. He obviously was not a part of the Super Bowl team on the field. So I think that some of the guys on the team are feeling like, yeah, you can do all that if you're producing. You can say whatever you want if you're T.O. and you're getting 16 touchdowns in the season. But if you're someone else and you're only getting 2 touchdowns, then you probably shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be aggressive. You shouldn't. And the other side to that, I think, is that Nick Foles is the complete opposite.
Yep.
Nick Foles is opposite of that. So maybe the team operates better if you're not as aggressive, not as selfish, not as much of a bully as people say.
I don't think it's about that. I think it's about execution. And I think the story centered on, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The point to me is that, A, you're right, that Nick Foles is a more approachable person than Carson for the coaches. He's just more agreeable. He wants less autonomy.
He's more likable.
It's even about.
Likable? Like if you
I'm
see
not even
Nick
talking
Foles
about
on the
that,
left,
though.
Carson Wentz
I
on the
disagree
right.
with
Wait,
that.
hold on. I'm not even talking
Carson
about.
Wentz is likable
I'm
too.
not talking about personality. I'm talking about on the field. Nick doesn't want to run the offense like Peyton Manning did, right? Where he runs the offense. Nick is cool with taking the coaching. Carson wants to run the offense. Right. But the problem is, and what I see is that where the story carries merit in the difference between Foles and Wentz and how it's being kind of interpreted differently is Nick Foles, because he's more willing to take this pass, take that pass, not have to hold on to the ball, try to be a superhuman. The offense ran more effectively when he was in. But that doesn't mean that Carson is being a jerk.